Good morning. Welcome to AlwaysForever Creations. My name is Stephanie, and today I'm continuing on making this Christmas card journal. In the previous video, we made the front cover, or started to. This was made from a box for a clothes shaver. Kind of like removes the pilling on your clothes. I need to write that down because I keep forgetting what it's called. But we added some ivory cardstock on the inside, and then we covered it with this mistletoe paper. I did sew along, that's the back cover. I sewed along the seam from the piece that went over the spine. I did that off camera. So today I would like to finish the cover. That is my goal. Hopefully it won't take very long. Okay, so this is a Christmas card. Adorable. We did some work on this too. This is going to go on the cover. And I want to make a little closure so this doesn't like constantly fly open when, you know, the recipient is like carrying around this journal, their journal. Okay. So my thinking was using this little piece as my closure because I don't have any cute like metal pieces or anything that I can use for closures. So this one does seem ideal, but it's like Christmas tree. It was a little much. So yes, so the foam is not sticky at all. Oh, perfect. Unless you wanted to use those. Most of my embellishments are pretty old, like 10 plus years, so I don't know that foam tape is supposed to last that long. This one's sticky. That's weird. I'm wondering if I can take this button off. Or I can keep it on. Actually, I might use this one. Will it be weird to have the button and a brad? Because I'm going to use a brad to attach it. Of course, this tape is sticky, which is not ideal because I want to rip it off. Okay, I did my best to rip off the foam, and I cut out a little square of this trim embellishment stuff I had sitting next to me. I don't know if it matters about the back. You won't see it unless like you're really going to look at the back, like purposely. I don't know. Because if you have it open on the front and then you like lift the journal up, you might see the back. Oh, I hope this sticks. Stick, stick, stick. Still sliding around a lot. This is like plasticky. It's shiny, so it does have some kind of coating on it. And yeah, it might not want to stick. Okay, it's stuck. All right, I'm gonna punch a hole in this thing with my prop a dial. I feel like I can get it centered one way, but not the other. There we go. That looks good. And then this will be braided here-ish, and then you can turn but that's the idea. Okay. Gotta figure out the logistics of that. Okay. I think the next step is to glue the card on the front. So nerve-wracking. Sorry, I have some things out for the inside cover. I'm going to kind of mat it up and over a little bit so we have room for the closure. Because when it turns, it does have to turn all the way off. And if we center it, it won't have that room, unfortunately. And then if we want to put something at the bottom, we have the space, but we don't necessarily have to, or the recipient can do it. That's my thinking. I do know what I would like to put down here, but I don't have any, so yeah. And I bought way too much stuff recently because I'm making baby shower invitations, and I don't want it to be like, I don't want them all to be completely different because, you know, I only have, you know, so much of this paper and so much of that paper. So I wanted them to be cohesive completely across the board. So I bought paper and embellishments, and yeah, that's about it. Paper and embellishments, but and some different tools for like different techniques and whatnot. But yeah, like embossing powder. I bought some embossing powder that, you know, the color was cohesive to the paper I got. So things like that. Anyway, back to this project. What am I looking for? Glue. I am going to use the heavy duty stuff. This card is from 2017. I wonder if I should start dating my cards. I barely sign my cards, let alone date them. Whoa, don't want to glue the front cover, or the front flap down, just the back. Oh, I guess I should have sewn here. Oh my gosh. You see, I always think of these things too late. That's the trouble I have with making journals. But you know what? This line here, I don't think I would have want sewing here. So never mind, maybe I shouldn't have. Okay, that is on. Remembering you during the holidays and wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So sweet. I'm really bad at writing sentiments like that. Like, I can write notes to people, and that's what I usually do. I don't usually like have a sentiment like that necessarily. I still need my punchy thing. My glue's exploding. Okay. Now we want this here, and if it's here and it turns, it'll turn all the way off. I hope so. Okay. Pencil, pencil, pencil. Probably not a green pencil. Am I gonna be able to see this pencil mark? Is that where we want it? Centered? Yeah, I think so. That's pretty centered. Can I see that? Can you guys see that? I think I got it. Now, what color Brad? Gold? I'm getting fearful that these were too small. Remember, did I test these on something else and it was too small? Oh my gosh, I can't pick them up. I think it's just barely big enough to like cover the hole. And this is pretty close to the edge, but I am gonna try to get it covered with some paper so then it's like really secure with glue and whatnot. Alrighty, and there we go. And then you lift it up. No, oh no. It's this little corner here. Oh, I guess if you turn it all the way, it will open. Okay. It's good. It's cute. Adorable. Now, I think this needs sparkly bits. But oh, see, these are candles, like all the candle tops. Sparkles, that's what I think. Inside cover. I want to do book page, but I feel like I don't really have good books for that, so that's struggling. I wish I had like beautiful Christmas vintage paper. We have a piano and it has a very interesting story, but there was music paper in the bench that it came with, and there was only one Christmas book in there, but it was like mostly illustrations on the page rather than music notes, and it was pretty plasticky. I do think it was vintage though, but I'll save that for like a different Christmas journal. But this is holiday recipes. This was my husband's grandma, and I love it because she wrote like little notes in here, pretty good, fabulous. So like these pages I'll take out and put in my kids', books, like photo books and whatnot, just so they have a piece of their handwriting. But my grandma does this too. I have recipes with her handwriting that's like pretty good. Actually, I think she's, has said pretty good. Boiled spice cake. So I figure we can use some of this. I have dictionary page, which isn't relevant, but it is pretty. It's vintage. And then I have a Harry Potter book that I use a lot because I do like the look of those book pages. And I felt like that was a safe one to cut up when I started junk journaling, because it wasn't ever gonna like be worth anything because there's so many of them made out there. So Anyway, I don't know if I will use that because now there's like controversy around Harry Potter and it's annoying. Okay, oh, these are like heavy duty staples and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them undone. Pliers for the win. I really should get on making my kids some books. I know how I want to do it. Now it's just a matter of making the book and then decorating the book. For my son, I have five years to go through. And we've done a lot this year with them. We've done so much traveling and it sounds like it's gonna continue for at least the next. We have trips planned up until 2025. 26. So, yes, 2025, my husband and I will celebrate our 10-year wedding anniversary, and we would like to go to Paris. And then, oh, sorry, that was loud. Oh my gosh, I'm a loud person. Cranberry nut bread and pumpkin bread. Okay, grab those two. This is like, it looks like a typewriter. I wonder if it was actually written or typed out through a typewriter. How would you know? Does anyone know? Like, I feel like that could be very possible. Although, won't one of these pages like fit the whole cover? Okay. My daughter's calling for her dad. It will. In the spine, I'm gonna have fabric, so I'm not worried about that. Oh, this one has handwriting. Okay. Probably just use one page. I was gonna try to like quilt some pages together, but it's not necessary. I will sew around each page, but I gotta cut them down. I am going to do that off camera. So I'm gonna cut these to size to fit in here. And then I'm gonna sew around the edges and then I'll be back. Okay, I am back. I chopped these down, sewed around them. I don't even know if you guys can see because I used white thread. But you can see it in person and it just adds like a really nice, cute texture. And then I also did a little inking around the edges. And I don't know what glue to use. I think this should work just fine. Don't think I need the heavy duty stuff. I think I am gonna try to get these threads kind of glued in underneath these papers. Just to keep them from unraveling. Okay. Same with these here. So the story about the piano. It was found in a house that my husband's grandparents bought. It was like left in the basement along with a casket. Pretty creepy, but they kept the piano. And now my husband has inherited it. Is this the back? Get in there. It's hard to see. Where I want things to lay. At least the glue does move around a little bit. I'm gonna get this out. It worked so well on the front cover. And there's going to be fabric here, so you're not gonna see this edge. I always like putting fabric in the spines because it protects the paper from tearing and whatnot. So that's what I like to do. My daughter is awake. It's too early for her to be awake. They were exhausted yesterday because that's when we went to the Highland Games. And we've been out in the sun, and we've kind of been out in the sun doing things all weekend and on Thursday and Friday too, even. So they are pretty tired, children. Okay. And this still can rotate, which is good. Okay. Yay. Do we put the fabric in now? I didn't pick any. And all my fabric's in my daughter's room. I didn't think about that. That will have to be left for another time. Oh, let's decorate the front a little more. Now, do we want sequin or sickles? I don't know. Or do we want like clear glitter embossing? Dilemmas. I think the clear glitter would be cool. But then I feel like I should have did that before I glued the card on the cover. Because then it will just give a little shine and sparkle to the front of the cover, and I just love that idea. Okay, we're gonna do it. Okay, what do I need? What is the best way to do this? Maybe this way? All right, this is a embossing pen. And I am just going to color in the tops of these candles on the Christmas tree. and I can't see, so hopefully I don't miss one. Like I can't see the ink coming out of the pen. Did we get this one? I don't know, but we'll get it again. I think I got that one. Okay. And now we dump. Oh gosh, that did. This was not a good idea. Look at how much is staying on there. It's not coming off. It's like the oil from my hands. Okay, brush. It's sticking. I mean, if you hit it too hard, like it's all gonna knock off, right? Oh, there's some extra sparkle on there. I guess that's okay, right? I'll take out the sound because this is loud and annoying. Okay, I missed a candle. I will have to go back and fix that. But yeah, now there's just like some glitter that you all cannot see on camera, but you can see it in person. Yeah, I missed this candle here. Did you guys see that? Were you yelling at me? Anyway, the cover is done besides like putting some fabric in the spine, but I don't really need to do that until I go to sew the signatures in. So I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So next time we can start working on the signatures, which is going to be challenging and fun, but I really want to do something on most of the cards, the back of the cards, to cover up like the, company name and copyright stuff or whatever's on the back of greeting cards. That way it becomes usable space for whoever receives this journal. So far, I love this. It is so cute. It's coming out the way. Oh, hold on. Do we want to add book covers or book corner covers? I don't know. I'll think about it and then we'll figure that out. That doesn't take long. It's very easy if you have them. So I think the hardest part is like picking which ones you want to use. Anyway, that is it for today. My husband's up, my daughter's up, so I'm going to get going and start the day. I hope you feel inspired and motivated, and I hope you get some good crafting time in today. Let's get together again soon.